Namaste. So you are asked to chant a prayer, do a stotram, a recitation of a prayer, and then you feel like you're not getting internet results. Is that what you feel? Or are you busy and someone suggested you to do a prayer and you doubt whether this will help me or not? Or you're someone new to prayers and you're, you're super busy and you're contemplating, how does this work? Will this really help? Already my life is super busy and will this work? Or you're a very seasoned person who's keep praying, but then you do it, but seeing very limited results. If any of these are you, or if your life is super working, already your life is super working and someone is asking you to recite prayers and you don't know why you need to do, but somehow you half-heartedly do because someone is asking you to do repeatedly. Even if this is you, how can you improve? How can you make sure that whatever you're doing works is with this one solution. Oftentimes all the prayers are written in Sanskrit, and m- most of us, you and me, have very limited knowledge on Sanskrit, and only words we understand is the words which we Sanskrit is a mother language, and most of the Indian languages have been derived from it, right? So when we understand those words which are common in our mother tongue and in Sanskrit, there might be a resonance. But other than that, apart from it, everything is Greek and Latin. And because someone asked us, or we know that, okay, I'm in this problem and someone asked me to do this prayer, and I'm repeatedly either listening to it or reciting it. And we end up doing for certain times, and then there won't be much results. And then we some of us make dropouts saying this doesn't work, and some of us keep doing, but then we still don't get the internet result, but then we have a doubt like, why is it not happening? But somehow I stubbornly want to do it and I'll keep doing it. There are multiple ways we react, right? So I want you to have a much peaceful way to deal with this dilemma, and that is understand the lyrics of the prayers. When you understand the lyrics, you understand how that God, that deity whom you are surrendering, can help you. Firstly, when you understand this is what is this God is about, this is what is her nature, is her abilities, capabilities, this is how she helped others, this is what happens, how she stood for, or how he stood for devotees. What are the signs, or what are the uh, prominent feature for each god? If we understand each of these, then and we understand the lyrics in our own mother tongue to a level that when you recite Sanskrit slokas, you should be able to understand the meaning of it. It takes some time, I understand, but if you can do this, then what happens is every day you're reciting this prayer, it's like a building a sacred dialogue between you and your divine. And once that channel is established, that is when you see the magic happening, which is divine being the greatest support for you during your all times. Divine has the strength to walk the path with you, help you prevent from having any obstacles, or clear, dispel any darkness, any negative influences that's happening in your life, lead you towards abundance, good health, great relationships, clear karma, or help us accumulate good karma by doing good deeds. So, a lot of things. But all of this requires our continuous establishment of that channel When you establish this channel, you have been asking for certain things, and you get back the signs of what God is trying to give you back. It can be peace, it can be some kind of removing of lethargy towards certain actions, ability to focus, or whatever is stagnancy that's getting cleared, opportunity showing up, things that are not moving forward, connecting. So a lot of ways divine helps us. May not be directly, but indirectly also things start moving. So please, henceforth, my humble plea is, see, I, by God's gift, has received this special ability to listen to what God is speaking. And this came as a gift. And that is the reason I'm talking about how to establish more connection with God, because that's what I'm guided to do. So if you look at my other videos, I'm translating meaning, I'm doing a lot of lyrical translations and putting it in multiple languages which I'm familiar with. And this is a new side of me which got present after I understood what God is trying to talk to me, like literally talking to me, like a dialogue, not with signs, but I'm able to hear the voices of God. That's what I be telling, right? And it came as a gift to me and changed my life towards, it spearheaded me towards from psychology. If you look at my other videos, there's a huge set of videos that are on psychology also, because that's where my expertise is. If you look at me on my web, I've been a TEDx speaker, I've been awarded UNICEF award. There's a lot of laurels on my name, which is for psychology. And I'm also doing this because God has asked me to do. And the message I get to tell each one of you, if you have come across this video, is please understand God is hearing what you're trying to ask. And God is trying to communicate with you also back. But then in your hastiness, in your doing it for the sake of obligation, doing it without heart, doing it fast, there is no a channel for God to give you what you are asking for or trying to communicate whether what you ask is something that is aligned with his plan or her plan, or do you have something better in store for you. So please, every day when you pray, you don't have to do 1,000 prayers. Start with one and first establish that connection. Even if it's 5 minutes, just sit and establish that connection every single day to a point that you're able to calm down. And when you listen, there's some silence, there's calmness within after you do these prayers, even if it's for 5 minutes. And then when you listen, you get some signs. Okay, God communicates with you too. Trust me on it. And she has told me, my goddess, Ma Chandi, Narayana, Lord Shiva. These are the gods I communicate with on a very frequent basis. Narayana and Ma Chandi. So they have definitely appreciate if you can. They love you. Firstly, they'll really love you, and they want you to be in their presence so that they can help you, they can guide you, support you. Who are all going through pain, they can clear your tears. But for that to happen, the only prerequisite is that you understand the prayer, and through that, prayer is a medium for you to calm down and listen back to God's signs and symbols and directions and guidance. So please, whichever language you're comfortable, please understand the prayer that you're doing, lyrical, and then understand the hidden meaning, if any, esoteric meaning, symbolisms. listen to the commentaries, build complete faith. Whenever you communicate with God, when you do a prayer, don't do it with obligation or, I just have 2 minutes, so I have to rush it. Even if you're doing it with 2 minutes and you're rushing, that 2 minutes, when you're rushing, you should know what does each of these names mean, what does each of these sloka phrases means. And then once you, maybe you sit in the car or a bike, just see if you can have some moment with God peacefully. I know it's very dangerous when you do it while driving, but I'm not asking you to close your eyes, but mentally, if there is a way, if you can sit in front of God and have this dialogue, it's awesome, best. But if you're like squeezed out of time, busy, and you say you take a commute, by bus, car, bike, when you're traveling, just see if there is places, find those pockets where you can have those dialogue, and maybe before going to bed. And that way, the channel gets established, the communication pathway becomes clear, and whatever God is giving you as messages, you'll be able to understand. And whatever are your wishes, it will be fulfilled. Or if it's not fulfilled, you know that there's some plan which is better plan that is in your way. So and because God said so, you get these signs and you will wait for it without you thinking this prayer didn't work, so I'm gonna give up. Or I become crazy looking at internet and do every prayer that's around, because every 10 days in Hindu we have a big calendar of prayers and days that signify each of these. So instead of running here, there, everywhere, and feeling, oh, I didn't get result anywhere, so I'm not, there's no God or this, and going into that stance, or keep doing but feeling sad that no matter what I do, things are not happening. Please, these are all the signs that God is trying to say that listen, slow down, calm down, and do. And if you're someone who is already life is super good for you, and you question why do I have to pray, maybe the reason that your life has been good is all blessings of God, and you may have to feel grateful for that being good and seek divine protection for your life to continue to be good. Isn't it a good thing to start? But even to have that faith that, yeah, when I surrender to this particular God, even when I communicate 5 minutes, my life will be settled, my life will be sorted, and my life will be taken care. I'll be in a better place. For you to get that confidence, it's always important that you understand the meanings of the prayers that you're reciting, and then do it with calm mind. That 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever time, that's your time with your creator. And make that a divine event instead of doing it with fast or obligation, or doing it like one after the other, one after the other. Like I have to recite 50 prayers, I'll do one after the other without understanding any of those meanings. All right. Hope this video has been insightful for you. And Sarvam Sri Jagadamba Arpanamastu. May God bless you all. Thank you.